Hi guys, I'm gonna show how to solve problems with power of a quotient rule. But let's write down the rule actually. So the rule is that you might have some number a divided by some number b, this whole thing in parentheses raised to the power of x. Well, I know what you're thinking. I'm saying a number, but I'm writing a variable. Well, this is a general rule, and this variable a can represent any number. So let's just write down the rule. So when we have a divided by b to the x power, we're gonna raise to the power both terms here, a to the x and b to the x, okay? So let's see how it's gonna look like with the problems that we're gonna solve. So now we have x divided by y, so this is gonna be x squared divided by y squared, just like the rule, right? So simple. But let's look at a little bit more complicated problem where we have two terms over here. We have a product 2x divided by 3y. So in this case, you have to look at number 2 as 2 to the first power. There is invisible 1, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna distribute the exponent with the 1. So we have 2 and 1 times 3 is 3. So 2 cubed x cubed. So we're raising the 3 to every single term in parentheses. So then we have 3 cubed and y cubed. Okay, because 3 times 3, 1 times 3, the power, and this is 3 to the third power. So equal, 2 cubed is 8, x cubed, and 3 times 3 is 27, y cubed. Now, you might wonder, how did I get, well, actually, not equal sign, we are done with the problem, but what I want to show is, how did I get 8? Well, it is because 2 cubed equals 2 times 2 times 2. You have 3 copies of 2, which equals 8. The same way with 3. 3 cubed equals 3 times 3 times 3. You have 3 copies of 3, which is 27. 9 times 3 is 27. Alright, so that was just gonna very quick review of the exponents. So let's go back to our quotient rule. Now, in this case, notice you have a negative 4. What you want to do is you want to write negative 4 in parentheses because we want to raise this negative 4 to the power squared. And I want to just kind of like go around a little bit, and I just want to mention something very important. If you have negative 4 squared, you are squaring only the number 4. You are not squaring negative sign if it is not in parentheses, so this would be negative 16. But if you put this negative 4 in parentheses, you are squaring this whole number, including the negative sign, which is 16. So that's why it is very, very important that you write negative 4 in parentheses, okay? So now we have x squared divided by, we have y squared. How did I get y squared? Well, remember, all terms in parentheses have to be raised to the second power. And then we have x, and this is already raised to the second power. So what do? We're gonna use the power rule. So we do 2 times 2 is 4 equals. Now we have negative 4 squared, as I already mentioned, it's 16x squared divided by y squared and x to the fourth power. Now, is there anything else we can do to simplify further? Yes, you guys know about the quotient rule, and we can simplify x squared and x to the fourth power, right? So the 16 and y squared are gonna stay because there is nothing we can do. But what we can do is the quotient rule allows us to subtract the exponents and solve it. So we have x, and we have 2 minus 4. So keep in mind, again, just review, x squared divided by x to the fourth power, we do x 2 minus 4, okay? So in this case, 2 minus 4 is negative 2. Oh well, we ended up with negative exponent. So what do? Can we leave negative exponent? No, we don't want negative exponent. We want to clear this and make the exponent positive. So There is another rule, negative exponent rule, and that means that if you have a negative exponent, just flip the fraction and make the exponent positive. So in this case, think of x to negative 2 power. Think of this as you have a x to negative 2 power over 1, right? So we would flip the fraction, so we would write it 1 over x and positive 2 power. So in this case, we're gonna write this x squared in the denominator. So we have 16 y squared, and we're gonna move this negative exponent in denominator and make it positive. So I'm gonna make a video about negative exponents, and you can watch it and familiarize yourself a little bit more with that, okay? So this was about power of a quotient rule. I hope that was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching.